Hello, this is Jessica Barkley with another chapter of Mind Your Mindset. Hi, last time we were talking about worthiness, and it just felt like the next logical subject would be abundance because they're closely connected. So, today I want to talk about putting your mindset on the abundance mode. I know we are so used to thinking of lack instead of abundance. And this mindset on lack has us fearing that there's not enough to go around for everybody. Well, I got news for you. The world is abundant by nature. The universe is abundant by nature. In its very core and in its very essence, all you have to do is look at how it is composed. Can you count the stars in the sky? Can you count the constellations? Do we know them all? Can we count the planets in the universe? Can we count the molecules in the ocean? Can we count the grains of sand on the beaches? Think about this. That is the very nature. Look at nature itself. Look at the trees and look at the vegetables. This is an example I love to give because it's very easy for us to relate to. Suppose you get a tomato. You go to the market, get a tomato, right? You open it up. What do you find inside? But lots and lots of seeds, and each one of those seeds contains a tomato plant. The possibility of a tomato plant that you know how many tomatoes it's going to give you, which in turn you know how many seeds it's going to give you, which in turn you know how many more tomato plants you can plant. So abundance is within nature. It's just the way it is. Look at your body. Do you have to pay for the time that you breathe? Do you have to purchase your breaths? We are given as many breaths as we need or as we want to take. We are given as many molecules as our body needs. We come supplied with everything that we need to thrive in this world. It's up to us whether we want to pinch it from ourselves or from our experience or not. So think about it that way. So if we start looking at things this way, we will start realizing how lucky we are, how abundant we are, and how amazing that we are part of that abundance, that we are really part of everything that is, part of that force that created nature. That's us, each and every one of us. So that alone should give you a feeling of great abundance, of infinite abundance. So in order to start looking at your life in abundance with an abundance mindset, it's good to start training on what you focus on. So instead of focusing on the lack of things, let's start focusing on the abundance of things. We all have things in our lives that are more abundant than others, right? So look at the aspects within yourself that are more abundant. What is it that you have in abundance? Is it your creativity? Is it your friendship? Is it your capability to love? Is it your capability to make new friends or to have fun? Or is it the abundant family that you have, which is not always a blessing, but anyways, we won't go into that just yet. Is it the abundance of beauty? Or we all have it, is the abundance of well-being. There is so much well-being around us. All we have to do is focus on it. And it's shown to us every day in many, many different ways. Do you have abundance of places to see? Do you have abundance of people to meet? Do you have abundance at work of the things that you like to do? Do you have the abundance of opportunities? Do you have abundance to create what you want to create? Do you have abundance to think all the thoughts that you want to think? Make them positive though. So that mindset of abundance is easy to find if you start focusing with intent. So make it your intention every day to find something that where you recognize the abundance. It's amazing how many people in this world don't have a lot of material things. But there's one thing that they have, is an abundance of joy. La joie de vivre. They love living life. And they wake up and they have fun and they enjoy and they love living every day. They recognize the things that are abundant in their life. And when you start recognizing the things that are abundant in your life, guess what? Just that very frame of mind, just by thinking of how abundant those things are, the universe is going to bring you more. Because that's what it does. When you start thinking, I am so abundant in this, the universe will bring it. You say, oh, really? Here you go. Have some more. When you're thinking, oh my God, I don't have enough of this, whether it's money or time or health, you know what the universe says? It says, oh, really? Here's some more of that. So focus on the abundance of things. And if you don't have that abundance, I have a little exercise that might help you tune into the abundance of the things that you do want. So sometimes it's good to pre-feel the abundance. So what I mean by this is that you can start having the feelings of the abundance of the things that the things that you really want but are not yet in your experience might bring you. So suppose you want an abundance of dollars, because this is the easiest subject for everybody. So suppose you want an abundance of dollars and you are focusing on the lack of dollars. Well, we are so conditioned to look at the reality at what it is, at the lack of. And only thing we're doing is just bringing more of that, because that's what we're concentrating on. But if we choose not to look at that, but to focus on the feeling of what it would be like if we had the dollars, if we had that money already, what would we do? How would we feel? How would we live our lives? And how would we feel most of all? So one of those things that comes to my mind is I would feel freer, right? When you have a bunch of money and you don't have to worry about anything else, you have a lot of freedom. So freedom is a huge one, right? Freedom to do what you want, freedom to choose what you want to do through the day, freedom to go wherever you want, freedom to make all kinds of choices in your life. The other thing that comes to mind is fun, right? You can have a lot of fun. Gosh, you can do a lot of things that you want to do. And so the feeling of fun also comes to mind. So what else will come with that financial abundance? It will come maybe adventure and security. You know, all of these feelings that I'm mentioning, you can already get them without having that manifestation of money. You can already feel secure because you know that everything that you ever wanted is already there for you. Everything that you ever wanted goes in a vibrational stage. And in order for us to materialize it, we have to vibrationally match that stage. So when we match that vibrational stage, it's like tuning very, very tightly into a radio station. So you must be on the same vibration, right, of your radio station. So when you tune in, then you're able to listen to it, and you're able to be congruent, and you're able to communicate with it. The same with your desires and your wishes. They're all in a certain vibration, and usually is the highest vibration. By this I mean you gotta be joyful, and you gotta be happy, and you gotta be certain of the things, and you gotta already feel it before it comes. It sounds crazy, I know, but there are things that you can do to make you feel that you have it already. I like to do things that I love to do. I like to go hiking. I like to commune with nature and realize how much abundance there is in nature, and how, whenever I walk, it's always different, and there is an abundance in that too, in finding that every time that I go on my nature hike, even though it's the same place, it looks different every time. You can also go, look at a museum and look at the abundance and beauty. And you can go to a city, look at the abundance of architecture. You don't have to go to a city to do that. You can go in nature, you can take a walk on the beach and realize the abundance of the ocean and the sand and the air and the birds and all this beautiful stuff. There is so many ways. You can go snow skiing and realize how much abundance of snow there is, and sometimes abundance of people too. You can set yourself to look at abundance. And once you start setting your mindset to look at abundance, your lack mentality is going to go away. It's just one of those things. When you don't focus on something, it just dematerializes. It goes away. It starts fading away. It is no longer part of your reality. And you will find that your experiences will change. You will find that the things that come to you more easily, the things that you do want. You will find that the people that surround you will be different as well. So with that mentality of abundance, you might be attracting also people that have the same mentality of abundance. You'll just be clicking and naturally being in the same wavelength. Try it. It's actually very interesting to see what happens. Because, our reality is only the result of what we've been thinking so far. And if you so far have been thinking how you don't have things, well, those are the things that are showing up in your reality. But if you start feeling forward and getting the feelings of how it would be when you accomplish the things that you really want to get in life, then you'll see that your reality starts changing. You're no longer the reactor of your life. You're the creator of your life. And that is exactly what we're here for. We're here to create our lives. We're here to create our realities. We are not here to keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. We're here to grow, and most of us have grown. We just have not come nearly close to that point, to that place of when we're realizing that this is the person that I am and this is who I want to be now. So when you start looking at yourself like that at all, and sometimes we suppress what we want because we think, oh my God, it's going to be so hard, or it's going to be impossible at my age, or I'll never get it. When you start putting doubt and when you start putting negativity in all those desires, there's so much lack of confidence and a lack of belief, that you're only going to bring that to your experience, that you might as well just not try. But let me tell you something. Once you desire something, once you want something, it doesn't leave you. All you're going to be doing is suppressing those emotions, suppressing those desires, and you're going to be frustrated. You're not going to be happy. And you're going to be looking at others that are doing what they want to do and going, shoot, how come I couldn't? But in reality is you shot yourself in the foot because you doubted yourself and you put negative beliefs on your way. The nice news is that you can change this at any point in time. Get on board with who your inner being thinks you are, which is the best version of yourself so far. And you'll see that you will achieve all those things that you want to be. Start playing the role of the person you want to be. So now that we have touched on the subject of the wavelength of abundance, I want to leave you with a little quote. From my book, Mind Your Mindset. It goes, abundance is knowing how to allow the infinite flow of well-being available to me now into my experience. So all you have to do is allow. Really, you don't even have to try hard. You don't even have to take action unless it's inspired. All you have to do is get there on that receptive mode and allow. All the wellness, all the well-being is abundant and it'll get to you. And now I have an email where you can send any questions or comments. It's called mindyourmind2018@gmail.com. That is mindyourmind2018@gmail.com. Feel free to send any questions, comments, or suggestions. I'd love to hear from you. Until the next podcast of Mind Your Mindset, this is Jessica Barkley telling you to mind your mindset. Have a great day.